put your hands together for driver of the number 11 Toyota, Denny Hamlin. Let's hear it for him. Good morning, how are ya? Doing well? You guys got him on? Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. It works. I think you're good. All right. Sorry about that. So how's everything going, Denny? Your Vegas weekend treating you good so far?
Yeah, it's always fun coming out here for sure, and so really just working on some stuff. I mean, ultimately, it's about for us preparing for September. So we're trying to work on our program, get it a little bit better. I'm trying to get a little bit better. I feel like this track hasn't always been the greatest for me. So just working on some things to improve that. So pretty optimistic. Our car's pretty good. A few of our teammates' cars are pretty good as well. So look forward to it. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us tomorrow, and if so, we should see a great race.
Definitely, because it seemed like in testing you did struggle a little bit. You had a spin, a little bit of an incident, but you qualified 9th, so it seems like you were able to work on some stuff. Do you think you can get more out of the car as the weekend goes on?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is just me trying to find the limit. I mean, we're in a very unique situation winning this early in the season to where, now I've got about 6-7 months where I can try some things to get better, because it's always been like something small that's kept us, from the threshold of winning a championship. So really concentrating this year on getting better overall at all types of racetracks.
Awesome. Well, just so you know, we do have Anthony out here in the crowd. We're going to take some fan questions. So if you guys have questions, raise your hand. We'll send Anthony right over to you.
I will say I'm super impressed with all the 11 gear that I've seen. It's like this. I feel like I'm in Martinsville, Virginia.
There you go. This gentleman over here stood up and I'm like, sir, no, you have an 8 shirt on. That's not 11. But okay, it's early. It's early. So
nobody's number 8 anymore, so you're fine.
So I saw something pretty fun, and you'll have to maybe explain to us and the crowd what exactly you were doing. I saw a picture on Twitter. You were in Dale Jr.'s stall in the garage, and you look like you might have
not his bathroom stall, just.
But you were, but there is a bathroom there. Yeah. So what were you doing?
So he was upset with his parking space. Right now they have us lined up by our points finish from last year. So after race 3, so starting next weekend they'll reline us up based off of this year's points. So he had the shitter stall. So everyone was keep running out of his stall, and so I had that Masquerade app where it changes your face and puts hats on you and everything. So I just grabbed a little tube and I acted like I was Cousin Eddie from Vegas Vacation and told him the shitter was full.
It was pretty good. I liked it. That's a good movie. Speaking of movies, is that one of your favorites, or what would you say your favorite movie is?
Oh, I mean, any National Lampoon, Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, those are definitely top 5 for sure.
And would you want to star in a movie like that, you think? If you were going to approach the acting scene?
I'd like to be Nick Papagiorgio.
That would be awesome. You put $1 in, you get a car. You put $1 in, you get a car.
That's right.
Exactly. All right, well, I think we have a question over here from this young man.
So, Danny, after winning the Daytona 500, how is your confidence going into Vegas?
It's pretty good. I mean, obviously the pressure of making the chase is off of us. So when we come into this racetrack, I look at, okay, this has not been the strongest racetrack for me personally. My teammates have run really well here, so I think it's a big learning experience for me to try to figure out what I need to do to get better and get on the level with my teammates at this type of racetrack. So I like it. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Instead of us having to come here and protect and worry about points and let's just kind of go with what we know and we can finish 5th to 10th. Let's really try to be aggressive and try some new things. That's ultimately why you saw me spin out on a test day, is just trying to find where that limit is so I can try to win on these types of racetracks more often.
And I have to apologize. I didn't introduce you as our Daytona 500 champion. What was I thinking? I apologize. You got to. Have you gotten used to that? Have you woken up from that dream that's a reality? Because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been so awesome. I mean, the most common question I get is like, how does this affect you long term? It's like, I don't know yet, but I know that it's got to be something positive. I haven't got to reap all the benefits, but I mean, it's just, that's something that's so important to a driver's resume, and it's something that's so important. Obviously, it's a race that I've wanted to win for about 30 years, so it's just it's a great feeling. Obviously, you want to win any Daytona 500 anywhere you can, but to win it in that fashion on the last lap was really, really cool.
And also, for those of you that don't know, the stars kind of aligned for you that day. You were in the 11th car. You started 11th. It was your 11th Daytona 500. You have 11 letters in your name. It was JD Gibbs' birthday. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
It was meant to be, that's for sure.
That's for sure. All right, do we have another question out here? Okay.
I just have a statement. I just want to tell Denny Hamlin that I'm from Louisiana and I love you.
Thank you.
Hey, Anthony, move to the center here and have people come over there and join you. We're just getting some feedback from these speakers. We don't want to blow everybody's eardrums out. I don't think anybody's wearing their earplugs right now, right? No?
Not yet.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Hey, first of all, Danny, I do want to congratulate you on the Daytona 500 win. Would like to know your perspective on the new process with the 3-segment qualifying that we have now.
It's different. I think from like a fan's perspective, it's a lot better. It's harder for us because not only we have to go out here and run a 200-mile-per-hour qualifying lap, but we got to do it 3 times if you're good. So it's a challenge. I think it's a really a good thing. Ultimately, when you got one car going around at a time, I mean, it drug it out about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. I think this compacted it into a 1-hour show for TV, people that are here, and it allowed us to go back out there and push for more if we made a mistake. So I like it personally. I think it's really, really good.
So you have not so much a new crew chief, you've been working with him for a while, but Mike Wheels, as you call him, Wheeler. You guys have had a good relationship through racing. How has it been so far this season with him?
It's still new. I mean, he is, even though he's been with me in some way, shape, or form throughout my career, he's now calling the shots for everyone, not just me, but the team guys. And so I think there's a time period that it's going to take to get us 100% on the same page. But, I'm very confident every time I go on the racetrack that he can give me the best car available.
And I think you mentioned that he's going to be your last crew chief. Have you said that?
Well, I figure I'm going to be the next one to lose my job, so.
No, that's not true. Why do you think that?
I'll be all right.
All right. Do we have another question out there, Anthony?
I do. I was just wondering, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you're on the track when you start to spin out at like 200 miles an hour?
First word that comes to your mind. Maybe you can say the first letter.
Oops.
Oops?
Yeah, let's just say oops.
Or shucks.
Something like that.
We'll keep it G-rated, but yeah. I actually read that a lot of you guys, I forget where I read this, but I think it was Ryan Blaney was talking. He had been asked, do you ever start talking and not key in on the radio? So do you ever in there, are you talking to yourself? He mentioned he's like, I cuss at myself, I cuss at other people, I cuss some more. Like that's kind of what he said. So do you sing to yourself? Do you have things that you do when you're not talking to the guys?
I mean, I used to, I think like early in my career, I would like key the mic for everything. And then I think I've gotten a little bit better at controlling the radio stuff, because ultimately, who wants to hear that? I mean, they can't do anything about it in the pit area, so I think it's just, I realize you got to roll with punches a little bit more, and you're going to have good things happen and bad things. It's just part of it. It's, so I mean, I've gotten used to it, and I think I've just gotten a little better at, giving myself like a 2-second count before I key the mic.
Before you push the button.
Yeah.
All right, it seems like we have another question out here. Go ahead.
Danny, if you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
If you were an animal,
Liger!
A cheetah, because they're fast.
That's a good. I like that. Now, do you have any pets or animals?
I do have a Jack Russell, which is pretty old. She's 16. I have a pit bull and Latin mix rescue that's about 5 now.
Very cool. And you also have a very cute daughter, I might add. So what do you do when you spend time with her? What's your favorite daddy-daughter date?
Well, she loves like cooking or fake cooking. You know, she asks me what I want for dinner, and she has a little kitchen thing that we got at the store, and she's over there and she's cooking stuff up and hands me it, and then she's like, "Does it taste good?" And I'm, yeah, it's great.
That's awesome. Do you ever have to play dress up with her yet?
No,
or anything? Okay.
no.
I was just curious because some little girls are like, Dad, come on, put the hat on, let's paint your nails.
No.
Well, I've asked a couple guys this weekend this. She's fairly young, so you've got a long way before you get to this, but when she gets to the dating age, what kind of dad are you going to be? Matt Kenseth said he's going to bear arms. Jimmy Johnson agreed with that. He's already stocking up.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just got to make sure within in the NASCAR garage, there's a lot of children the same age. We just got to make sure they don't start dating each other.
Yes, that's another thing, because Jimmy was like, I don't think they're going to be talking to anybody with the last name Boyer or Bush, like, because there's Brexton and Cash.
Right.
Apparently, he said Boyer's already like introducing Cash to
Yeah.
the little
I mean,
ones.
what would happen if like the Bushes and the Keselowskis ended up getting married?
I don't know. What do you think?
It's possible.
It is possible. It is possible. Yes, and how about what if all those little ones like follow in your footsteps and then they're the next rookies in like 25 years from now? Is that crazy or what?
That
I
would
mean,
be
that's
crazy.
Chase Elliott basically.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a huge Bill Elliott fan, so I remember seeing Chase standing beside the car when he was so small, and now he's out here kicking our butt. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do you think about the rookies? I mean, you got Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott,
they're good.
Chris Buescher.
They're good. I mean, this is the best rookie class I've seen in a really long time. They all got huge potential. One of them's going to get to victory lane this year, and it's been a while since a rookie has won in our series, but I feel pretty confident one of them will.
Okay, Anthony, we have one more question out there.
Yes, Danny, I wanted to thank you for the Daytona 500. I wanted to...
Did you get paid on that or something?
No! But I wanted to say that I appreciate your showing everybody that even when you get blocked by the leader at a place like Daytona where you're inches apart, you can get around them without wrecking them.
Well, yeah, that was so-so. It didn't work out so well for him, for sure. But you know, I think Matt understood, and we texted with each other all night that night. And, you know, he's got 2 Daytona 500s. I was still searching for my first at the time, and he was making a move that he thought was going to win him the race. And so I did what I thought would win the race for me. But I thought was so impressive is how long we all stuck together, you know, in that line until really the final lap. And so that's what gave us the chance. And at any time, you know, as an organization, all you can ask for is your drivers to have a chance. And for all 4 of our Joe Gibbs cars, and really Martin's our 5th car, all of us to have a chance to win on the final lap, that's a pretty successful Daytona 500. There's going to be 4 losers and 1 winner, so I was just happy to be on the good side of that one time.
Definitely, it was definitely fun to watch, right, fans? Very good race, very good race. Well, before we let you go, we are up on stage here. I know you got some moves.
No
I'm just
chance.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I
All
mean,
right.
I'll break out my knee, my
Oh,
back,
I know. You can do that.
yeah.
You can do that. That's totally a cool excuse.
Now, if you happen to see me out at 12, 1, ask me then.
Are you hitting the clubs this weekend or what?
I haven't.
You haven't?
It's so weird. I come out here and I get so excited to like do fun stuff, and I'm in bed at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Getting old, huh?
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's part of it, I guess.
All right, well, I think we have to let you go because you got a busy day, stuff coming up later
Yep.
this afternoon for you. So give Denny Hamlin a round of
Thank you.
applause. Good luck this weekend.